Welcome back to Let's Play Technobabylon. We have gotten a secret, surreptitious message that we need to open in a private place. Oh. Oh good, the doors are labeled. We gotta find a private place to go. Let's just take a look at the bulletin board. Just to see what's up. Oh. Okay, this is the same stuff. Same stuff I could see on my computer. Where's this go? Oh, I didn't know I was gonna just drive all the way. Okay, so that's where we work. Cell HQ, Animus, crime scene, and let's go to the balcony and see what's up over there. I assume it's the balcony of where I live. Bit of an assumption, but...
When people worry, there's always something they find to help them. Drinking, the trance, even God sometimes. Me, I've got a place I like to go to. It's helped me when I've been troubled in the past.
Or maybe it's not the balcony of his apartment. What have we got here? We got a bunch of trash. We can't click on any of it. Locker?
It's empty.
Oh, that sucks. For my gardening tools, so I guess it is my balcony.
It took a lot of work to make, but it was worth it. This engineered tree is the kind of memorial I think she'd appreciate.
Alright, a genetically engineered tree for his wife.
I'm not climbing that. It's sickly enough as it is.
You're fortunate to have gotten a garden this high up. The view just about clears the city's forest of skyscrapers, and on a good day, the Indian Ocean is visible from your bench. Aren't in the mood for a visit to that neighborhood. Down in that part of town, it's all restaurants and corporate headquarters. Alright, the plaque on the tree. Viksha Regis, beloved wife, friend to all that lives. 2034 to 2067. Think of us not as engineers, but as artists. Alright then. Better not move it. It's where it ought to be. A pile of leaves we might want to clean up. There doesn't seem to be anything else to do here. Shed leaves more often than a natural tree. Not in the mood for gardening. Alright, well let's open up this secret file. Forget what this thing is. Basically a cell phone. Strong winds advisory, likely because you're high up the side of Fulcrum Tower. Alright.
The data package attached to that message. Whoever sent it wants me to open it in a private place. Hopefully it contains something that'll help us get to the minejacker, but I'm still suspicious. Here goes nothing.
Dr. Regis.
Yes?
Uh-oh.
Regis?
But
Central's still giving us a negative on the aerostat. It's like it just vanished. So I thought I'd better give you a heads up.
Do you mind? I was in the middle of something. How did you find me?
Central told me you'd be here, at Fulcrum Tower. Also, it said, stop turning your traveler off.
What a surprise. I like my privacy, though. That's why I come here.
You hang around the balconies much?
Take a look at the plaque.
oh.
Viksha Regis, beloved... Oh, Regis, this is... I'm sorry, Charlie, I didn't know.
You wouldn't have. I don't tell anyone about it.
Wow. I know you've got some seriously high-up strings you can pull, but I didn't think they'd ever let someone be buried up here. And how the hell can you afford somewhere like this?
We were married for 4 years.
I'm sorry it couldn't last.
We met in our professions. She was a engineer as well.
You didn't have kids?
My previous work, well, it left both of us infertile. We had embryos prepared through IVF, but we never got to using them.
I'm really sorry. I remember reading... It was Baxter, wasn't it?
Don't push it, Dr. Lau.
Sorry.
She isn't buried up here. She was processed, like anyone else.
I see.
The tree's special, though. I made it myself, from scratch.
Planted and grew?
No, made. It's a cross of Chrysophyllum canito and Prunus cerulata. The junk DNA in every cell of it contains her entire genome.
Wow.
Takes a lot of looking after.
But you're doing it for her.
Makes it all worth it. You're right, though. This place is very expensive. Why do you think I live in a pod in the Southeast Barrel?
I didn't know that was where you lived either. I think I figured out why you went off the grid to come up here tonight. You heard about Baxter, didn't you?
They let a monster like that walk.
They didn't parole him because they approve of what he did. He's out because he's got skills Central thought would be useful. With a governor jammed in his limbic system, well, he won't be the same man. He can't even imagine hurting anyone again.
Even if it were completely true, I know that there is absolutely no way I could forgive him.
On the bright side, he'd probably be pretty mad at you too. Well, if he could have thoughts like that anymore without falling over and puking, you put him away, and that counts for something. I know it's not exactly normal for you to open up, but if you want someone to talk to,
Central wants us?
I'm afraid so. We better get going. You coming?
So, Baxter's a former criminal and he's gotten the Clockwork Orange treatment, apparently.
I just need a moment to think, Max. A little privacy. It's why I came up here in the first place.
I understand, Charlie. I'll be in the car. I'll see how long I can stall Central.
Max,
Yes?
Nothing.
That's all right, Charlie. I understand. I'll be in the car.
I still gotta read my secret message,
I can't
too.
ask for her help in this. I'm not even sure what this is yet.
Here we go.
You are alone, as requested?
Yes? Now what is this about?
1448D-A, 1448D-B, 1448D-C, 1448D-E.
Excuse me?
So you just gave us a number for some samples? Oh my god. Frozen embryos from my dead wife. And he's got them.
What about them?
They were removed from the Alracis Medical Center, originally deposited at 1615, on the 11th of November 2065. They have been fertilized by yourself and Dr. Viksha Regis. They were frozen at the earliest viable phase of growth. 3 are female, and 1 is male. They were deposited after your fertility treatment proved...
Stop! Why are you telling me this? Who are you? And what are you doing with my kid... my embryos?
You are about to meet with a contact, Gil Vanderwall. In his home is an active memory module, a most unique model. You will secure it for us. Further instructions will follow.
Woo, blackmail. I already know the answer to that.
Fine. I'll get you that memory module.
A wise decision, Dr. Regis. I know full well just how much you're prepared to do for these embryos.
Gotta save my babies. Conflict brews in your mind and in your heart. Giving in to blackmail like this would be the antithesis of everything you stand for, both as an agent of the law and as a human being. On the other hand, you can't bring yourself to risk a small part of the legacy that you've worked for so many years to maintain.
To save the lives of our children? I think I can accept that.
I bet he doesn't even have them. I bet he just hacked into the records and knows the numbers.
So, despite the incident at Animus, I may have some good news. We might have a break in that string of myjackings.
Vanderwall agreed to talk.
Yeah. How'd you guess?
He couldn't hold out forever. What did he say?
Didn't want to talk over the...
Lau?
Central wants a word.
Dr. Regis, Dr. Lau.
This isn't just a social call for an update, is it, Central?
Dr. Regis, lately you have spent a great deal of your time off network.
Oh, fuck
It is
you.
for your safety and that of the citizens that we...
Central?
All points bulletin, evacuation in progress at Barber's Gate Transit Station.
I thought that
Case
said Boulder's
officers
Gate for a
Regis
second.
and Lau assigned to crisis management.
What's happening at the...
All case data has been transferred to Dr. Lau. Your vehicle has been rerouted. Please seek an expedient resolution to the situation. Central out.
Business-like as ever. Let's go see what this is about.
Nice little musical skip there. Loading up this. So we're still playing as these guys. We're still playing as these guys. Are we ever gonna play? Is that girl in the apartment that blew up dead? It was like the first chapter, and we haven't gotten her back yet.
I always make sure this is the car we take out.
They're all the same, Charlie.
No, they're not. This one's mine.
There are many like it, but this one is mine. Did I just see a bikini lady on that sign? Oh, business lady's suit came off.
It sure looks like everyone evacuated in a hurry. Nah, that's a job for the corpseman. He doesn't look like he's coping well with this.
Hey, don't be so mean about the corpsemen. They're what keeps Cell running.
I'd be a lot more impressed if they didn't have Central pulling their strings the whole time.
Sir, over here.
I'm Dr. Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We've been assigned as crisis management.
Corpseman Durian, 4th Network.
Has it gotten any worse?
Not yet, but we've not heard any word since...
Hey, I'm the only one here who hasn't got wiring in his head. Central hasn't had the decency to update me.
Oh, sorry, Charlie.
Well, it's another one, sir.
Another what?
A, bomber.
What do you mean, another one?
This is like the fourth this year I know of. Central's been doing its best to keep public awareness down.
I guess it doesn't want public panic about it.
Or it doesn't want people to think we haven't got it under control. So how do you know about it?
I talk to people? I've got a social life, unlike someone.
Central marked him when he tripped a chroma sensor. Central locked down the trains and started an evacuation. It looks like he panicked and holed up in one of them.
Anyone in danger? Any hostages?
Central's not mentioned any in the case file. That either means there aren't any,
Or it doesn't consider them sufficiently important. Probably wants the transit running again more than it cares about human life.
sounds like he was surprised. Didn't have time to take any.
He's not thinking in terms of hostages. He was made as a weapon.
Regis?
He's a biobomber. The explosives are made of... They are his bones. That's how he tripped a DNA sensor.
Uh-huh. Somebody built a man into a bomb. Be much better off having bones made out of adamantium. Nobody wants explosive bones. I'm just gonna assume we don't have backup.
What's Central's position on this?
You're asking for the AI's opinion? You must be getting soft.
It agrees that the bomber poses a limited threat to public security.
It specified that it wants you to make the call, though. You're not going to like this. Central's just bumped the priority. It wants the suspect neutralized.
Neutralized is a vague term. I'm gonna try to talk him down.
Regis?
It sounds like he's hesitating. I may be able to exploit that, but just in case, get to high ground.
Fine. You probably know what you're doing.
The signal is hope. Don't fire until you hear me say it.
Hope. Got it.
Keep the public away, and run one more check for bystanders in the station. We can't afford casualties if this goes wrong.
Will Central approve of this?
We don't have time to wait and find out. Wish me luck.
Oh, I'm walking in? Oh, I didn't get to look at the... I didn't get to look at all the stuff outside. I didn't know I was going to automatically walk in.
Hello?
Who's there?
I just want to talk. I'm unarmed, and I'm opening the doors.
What do you want, heathen?
So, he needs crutches because he's got weak explosive bones, eh? Alright. You sound American.
You sound like you're from America. Am I right? Texas, I'd guess.
Yes, you're right.
I thought so. I grew up there myself, near Fort Worth. What part do you hail from?
Houston.
I can remember what it's like out there. It's part of why I came here in the first place. I'm Dr. Regis, by the way. Some folk call me Charlie.
Thomas Beckett.
Like the saint. Nice to meet y'all, Thomas.
Ugh. I have to throw that y'all in there just because it's from Texas. Tell me what's happened.
So, how do you like the city?
It's a wretched den of sin, like Sodom or Gomorrah.
Well, it's not my favorite, but I wouldn't go that far. I take it you're not here as a tourist.
I'm here to do my duty and strike a blow for the Lord.
Really? We're a long way out from the war here. Whole other continent, in fact.
Yes, I know. But now I'm surrounded, and I must make use of what I have. The fire within me.
You don't look well. It's a common side effect of sloppy prenatal genetic engineering. That and having your body lay explosive nitrates in your bones instead of calcium.
I don't want your pity.
It shows just how little the Gengineers who made you cared about your health. They made you to walk and to carry a bomb in your bones.
Though my body is weak, my spirit is stronger than ever.
For a second I thought it zoomed out because the thing was about to blow up.
Position. Visibility good, 0 crosswind.
I was like,
Standing
no,
by.
I failed.
There have been times when I've lost faith, but I can't let this be one of them.
I know how you're thinking. You're wondering what you can do next.
I can always sacrifice myself.
But all that'll do is wreck a train, and maybe kill one cell agent. There are other options. You just need to know that they are available. You've been used, manipulated. Your genes were altered before you were even born. You never had a choice.
It's a test of my faith.
Your parents probably didn't have a choice either. If they didn't agree to do it for religious reasons, well, I know that warlords can find even worse ways to persuade people. You know why I'm in here?
As a spout for Babylon's lies?
I'm here to prevent a waste of life. If it was up to Central, a select team would have you shot down already. I'm here because I care, because I don't want anyone to die. All life is valuable. Mine, yours, the people of this city.
There are still the enemies of...
I know how you feel about your mission, but it'd still be a waste if your life was ended, simply because Central got jumpy over what you might do. I'd rather see the positive potential. You might come with me, and go on to live a rewarding life.
But if I agreed to go with you, I'd have failed in my duty. I'd just be a prisoner in a strange land.
For the Lord hears the needy and does not despise his own people who are prisoners. Psalm 69, verse 33.
You're right. Wherever I am, I'm always in the Lord's sight.
There are more ways to do his work than destruction. We can help you find it. We can probably even fix your bones.
All right. I shall not resist.
Thomas, you've made a wise choice.
Well, that was easy.
More importantly, you've made it for yourself. Corpseman, the suspect has surrendered. Take him into custody. Carefully.
Yes, Doctor.
Boom.
Regis, that was amazing! Central's going to be pissed, though. That was a huge risk.
Screw Central. Come on, we've got work to do. The Corpseman can handle it here.
Yeah, with a little help from the bomb squad.
Oh, 11. Vision. Oh, that's right. It's in the chapter titles in binary, I think. I don't read binary, but I think it did like
So,
01,
Vanderwall finally
10.
agreed to cooperate?
Yep, said he could give us a head start on the minejacker.
We'd better not keep the man waiting then.
Okay, we're still playing as this guy. And the blackmailer wanted us to get some sort of a little device that looked like a fuse. What it looked like. Looked like one of those fuses you have in your car. One of those fuses that you have in your car. This part of town, even the buildings look lazy and decadent. Windows won't open for insurance reasons. Okay, it's the vacuum dock, I mean.
What do you make of this, Max?
My parents' old bot used to spend much more time in the Charger than doing its job. I kept telling them to get a new one, but they never like to spend until they have to.
What do you make of this, Max?
My parents, I kept telling...
Okay.
Nah, my apartment building's already got one.
Okay, we got Roombas in the future. We got a floating sculpture.
I don't get the appeal of this cubist stuff.
Looks more like abstract impressionism to me. A classic piece by Chandler, if I'm not mistaken.
You know, that's a lot less impressive when you can call up a search inside your head.
You've never struck me as much of an art lover.
I'm not so keen on this kind of thing. The mag coil keeping it floating, however.
I just vandalized art and stole property. No longer floating art.
At least it's staying put now. It's way too big to take with me.
Plus, there's nowhere it would look good in your apartment.
Oh snap. Okay, he's got a camera watching his door.
Hey, open up. It's Regis. Nope, that's not going to work.
Hold still. Hold still, allow.
Hey, Max.
What's up?
Give me an update on them.
Labs come back with the report on the body at Animus.
We can definitely link that one to our investigation.
Same MO. Victim was wired, brain burnt, but not consistent with a straightforward murder. More like a rapid, intrusive, and destructive brain scan.
So we're still going with memory theft rather than elaborate assassinations.
Exactly. No conclusive patterns on targets, I'm afraid. Vanderwall said he would give us a lead on the next victim, though.
So much for him retiring from organized crime. How are you holding up?
I'm okay. A little hungry.
I meant about what happened at the station.
I think you did the hard work on that one. Don't let it go to your head, though. That bomber. He was American, wasn't he?
He certainly had the accent. Sounded Texan.
Did you know him?
Dr. Lau. Texas is an enormous place. I do not happen to know every single other person who lived there. And besides, I left well before he would have been born.
Do you ever regret doing that?
Not for a second. Especially after seeing how it's gotten now.
There's more to what was between you and that kid, wasn't there? Like you said, you never met him before, but it seemed personal to you.
You're very perceptive, Dr. Lau. It's useful for an investigator.
You want me to stop asking?
There's a reason that kids like him, and hundreds others, exist. It's not because the seditionists thought that weaponizing the human body was the biggest innovation since air power, but the engineers that got to make these kids, for whatever reason, didn't say no.
Regis,
You could say I knew him too well, inside and out. That is what bothers me.
Sounds like he's got a dark past.
Any luck with the Mindjacker's airship?
Still nothing. Like I said, it just vanished.
And Central still claims there wasn't anything there at all.
But we saw it, Regis.
Exactly. Something's not right. I wonder if Central's hiding something.
Why do you hate Central, Charlie?
What? I don't hate Central.
You're always arguing with it. I've seen you sabotage more cameras than anyone. It does so much for Newton. The city runs like a well-oiled machine.
Maybe, but I think it's working in inappropriate areas.
What would count as inappropriate for a city coordinator?
Like this. Fundamentally, policing is a human matter. Machines and synthetics don't commit crimes. I don't expect them to be able to understand how perpetrators think and act.
So, you're old-fashioned. You'd rather not talk about it. Maybe later?
Keep at it, Max.
Can do, Regis.
Alright, we will continue on in the next video.